Yes, you read the title right. Jeb Bush, who is supposed to be the smarter Bush, now I think my uncle's right. I think it's over for him. Anyway, he said that Obama's destroying America because he uses big words. Well, I'm going to put that theory to the test, and I'm going to read from my various Shakespeare plays, and I'm going to read the Duke of Gloucester, which is Richard III, and I'm going to read his whole monologue, and I'm going to see if America is still here by the time I read the full monologue. Now is the winter of our discontent, made glorious summer by the sun of York. And all the clouds are lowered upon our house in the deep bosom of the ocean buried. Now are our brows bound with victorious wreaths, our bruised arms hung up for monuments, our stern alarms changed to merry meetings, our dreadful marches to delightful measures. Grim, besieged, war hath sued his wrinkled front. And now, instead of mourning barbed steeds to fright the souls of fearful adversaries, he capers nimbly in a liege chamber, in the lascivious pleasing of a lute. But I, that am not shaped for sportive tricks, nor made to court an amorous looking glass, I, that am rudely stumped and want love's majesty, to strut before a wanton neighboring nymph, I, that am curdled of this fair proportion, cheated a feature by dissembling nature, deformed, unfinished, sent before my time into this breathing world scarce half made up, and that so lamely unfashionable that dogs bark at me as I halt them by. Why, I, in this weak piping time of peace, have no delight to pass away the time, unless to spy my shadow in the sun, and descant on my own deformity. And therefore, since I cannot prove a lover to entertain these fair, well-spoken days, I am determined to prove a villain, and hate the idle pleasures of these days. Plots I have laid, inductions dangerous, by drunken prophecies, libels, and dreams, to set my brother Clarence and the king in deadly hate, the one against the other. And if King Edward be as true and just as I am subtile, false, and treacherous, this day should Clarence closely be mewed up about a prophecy which says that G of Edward's hairs, the murderer shall be. Dive thoughts down to my soul. Here Clarence comes. Yep, America's still here. This proves that Jeb Bush is a fucking idiot.